Hey everybody, welcome back. This is my week 15 update. Before I get into the details of the week, I just wanted to inform everybody about some exciting news. Potentially, Eli Lilly has updated the Zepbound website under the prescribing information to now include instructions on single dose vials and how to use them and how to inject the medication. So this is just another indicator that we may be on the cusp of seeing the single dose vials released to help alleviate some of the shortages that we have been experiencing for the last few months. And that, if so, that would be a big thing. And currently, the anticipation is that they may announce the release of the single dose vials on Tuesday, April 30th. That is when they hold their quarterly earnings call. Be on the lookout for that. And of course, there is no time frame of when they will get these out on the market. I know the FDA shortage list currently says that it will continue, the shortage will continue through quarter two, which would be to the end of June. So it may be that we won't see these things hit the market until mid-June or early July to help alleviate some of the pressure on the demand and whatnot. Now, this does not mean that they are going away from single dose pens. In fact, earlier this week, it was announced that they are buying a injectable medication manufacturing company called Nexus Pharmaceuticals. However, they do not anticipate this particular plant being online to produce these single dose pens until towards the end of 2025. I hope that this does change the outlook for people being able to access this medication, and hopefully they do the same thing with mounjaro as far as releasing single dose vials for mounjaro to help our type 2 diabetic family out. Now, getting into me for the week, I had an interesting week. I didn't do a full update last week, but and that was because I was kind of pressed for time. I went to a concert on Friday night. It was a great concert. To me and Joe put on an excellent show. However, I didn't get back home until around midnight, and then I had to get back up at 4:30 in the morning to catch a flight from out to Oakland to attend a funeral for one of my childhood friends. And then I flew back the same day and didn't get home until I think 10 or 10:30. Interesting story going through the airport when I flew up to my friend's funeral service. So I flew out of Vegas, and whenever I go through TSA, I have pre-check, so I usually navigate that pretty well. But when I get to the go through the metal detector portion, I always let them know that I have a full hip replacement. So I have a titanium hip, and I always set off the metal detector. So I let them know up front that I have a hip replacement. So they send me through the body scan, and so going through it on leaving Vegas was fine. They let me keep my belt on. And whatnot. So I didn't have any issues. But coming back, flying out of Oakland, I did the same thing. Let them know I had a metal hip. They sent me through the body scan. I left my belt on, and they this time they told me I needed to take my belt off. And I'll tell you, man, my pants that I had on were probably 2 to 3 sizes too big. I haven't invested in any new dress slacks, so they were just being held up by my belt. I didn't want to buy one pair right now just for this funeral service because I would probably never wear them again if I continue on this journey. And so I take my belt off and I step back into the body scanner and I put my hands up, and I am just praying that my pants don't fall down because there was nothing holding them up. And And then he paused for a second and then told me to pull my pants up a little more. So that helped out. But I was just thinking, man, these pants are going to fall down. These pants are going to fall down. But one non-scale victory that I had is, and it's the first time that I flew since starting this journey using GLP-1, and I was comfortable on the flight. I think flying up to Oakland, I didn't have anyone in my row, but flying down, I had just one person in my row. But I felt comfortable in the seat, and the seat belt was comfortable. It wasn't towards the end of the belt. I had a lot of room on to tighten it. So I was very excited about that. Now I will have to do more planning when I travel in the future, because going through the airports, there generally aren't a lot of great options for food, and I don't want to assign a good or bad connotation to any particular food. It's all about moderation. But for myself right now, while I'm still in the midst of this journey and I haven't hit goal, I am focusing on a more of a low carb, more kind of trending towards keto, but not keto. I'm not in ketosis or anything, but I'm really staying low on the carb and prioritizing protein. And in these airports, there just wasn't a whole lot of options that I was happy about, and I really didn't have time to stop on the way from the airport when I was in Oakland and on the way back. So I just had to deal with what was in the airport itself, and traveling itself also caused a few problems, because I was off on my timing for my morning bowel movement. So trying to navigate the timing on that of when I take my Miralax and my magnesium was kind of adjusted. And flying up, I didn't pack my Miralax. Instead, I took some Docalace instead, because I didn't want to be stopped for having some kind of white powder substance in my backpack, because I wasn't checking any luggage or whatnot. So first time traveling on this medication, so I think I'll plan a little better next time. And as far as make sure I have snacks to carry around with me, and time things out better. As far as when I take my Miralax, I usually take that between 12 or 1 in the afternoon, and I take my magnesium between 5 and 6 in the evening, and that times out pretty well for me as far as when I get up in the morning around 5:30, as far as being able to go. But getting up at 4 a.m. kind of messed up the timing of everything. So I have to plan better for that in the future. So it's just something to consider if you're out traveling. Hit the gym on Sunday morning after getting some sleep. But with the late hours, I think my sleep was kind of thrown off all week. So felt kind of hungrier this week than I had been in any previous week. And I don't know if it's because my body is now getting used to the 7.5 dose, or because I haven't been sleeping well with the starting with the going out to the concert on Friday night. The whole weekend kind of threw my entire week off. However, I did see a great weight loss. I dropped down 2.4 pounds this week, which, and I'm excited to say, brings my total weight loss since starting in January, on January 12th, down. My total weight loss is up to 50.9 pounds. So we're just going to 50.9 pounds. So we're just going to call it 51 and call it good. So I finally crossed that 50 pound threshold, and I'm excited about that. Now I'm moving on to my next micro goal, which is to get to below 261. And the reason why that is significant, the last measured weight that I have at that weight was in 1999. So it'll be 25 years since I had a weight measurement that was at or below 261 pounds. So that's where I am now. Now, as far as my medication supply, go back to, and that's an average of 3.4 pounds per week. So that's a great clip. over my 15-week period. And one thing that I am excited about is the change in my body composition. When I started this journey on January 12th, according to my scale, my body composition was my lean body mass was 73.2%. And that has now, as of this morning, increased to 81.6%. And as far as my fat composition, my scale weight when I started, it measured me at 26.8% fat, and now that is down to 18.4% as of this morning. So great news there. My blood pressure is still being well maintained. My measurement this morning was 107.7 or 107/74. So great there. As far as my medication, I just injected my first shot in my last box of 7.5. I do have an appointment next week with my provider to re-up and try to increase to 10 milligrams. What I'm going to try to do is see if I can have my provider submit prescriptions to 2 different locations and at 2 different doses, so I can get whatever comes available and wherever it becomes available at. So hopefully my provider is amenable to do that. And if I can't get my hands on anything before towards the end of, I think my last shot will be like mid-May, and then I have until May 26th to have my next dose in hand in order to stay on pace. If I can't get anything within 2 weeks of that window, I am probably going to go the compound route at least for a month. There's 2 compounding pharmacies that I've been looking into, Orderly and Pomegranate. I'll probably go with Pomegranate because of the pricing. A lot of the ones out there are they make you sign a commitment for a few months, or the prices are astronomically high. I mean, I think Pomegranate is going to be like $3.69 for a month supply. It's $2.99 for the medication, and then another fee for the monthly cost. I think it is, and that's the cheapest that I was able to find. Now they do source their compound medication from same sources that these other telehealth companies that provide compounding pharmacy medication from. So that's a win. So I'm hoping I don't have to go the compound pharmacy route because of the cost. I mean, I'd rather pay $25 for a 3-month supply through my insurance than have to come out of pocket for $370 for a single month dose. But if I have to, I will. So that's where I am right now. Feel free and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get a notification for when I post my next update. Other than that, I hope you all have a great week, and I look forward to responding to your comments. Don't be afraid to talk. I'll talk back. All right, everyone, have a great week. We'll talk to you later. Bye.